Well, I thought I'd just give you a quick review on 1964 Falcon that I've started this project on. I got it way back here in the corner. I've already got torn apart, sandblasted on the rotisserie. It's been quite a job. It was hit in the rear end. I didn't realize that when I bought this car. I thought it was a pretty straight old car when I got it. But this is it on the rotisserie here. I don't know whether you're familiar with rotisseries. They bolt up to the frames here and on the other side. And this portion here, you can tilt it, the car, completely turn it a 360-degree angle. Makes it kind of nice to work on, but just to recap on this 1964, a lot of people take out these strut towers, but I'm just not a believer in it. I just think it weakens the car. And the engine I'm putting in is going to be a 347 stroker. So I'm going to leave those in. And as you can notice, on the 64s, they didn't have a cross member. They used the motor mounts for support, the motor and for the cross member. And as you can see, I've got the rack and pinion in here and the steering. So it should be a lot more stable than taking out the shock towers. I just didn't see any reason to take those out. It would give me a lot more room and look a little smoother and neater. And these are the coilovers that I've put in. See if I can get this tire turned here a little bit. And of course we have disc brakes. There'll be power disc brakes. And on these are adjustable coilovers. You have a tool that here you can either shorten or tighten, loosen or tighten the spring. The old car is really in pretty good shape. Put a tilt steering wheel in it, and I think that's out of a Chrysler. But as you can see, everything is completely torn apart, sandblasted. And as I said, the doors, the top, it's pretty much ready to be painted. The quarter panels, I cut them at this point here simply because I didn't want to have to deal with the holes when I put the trim back on. So I just put the lower quarter in here. The inner fender wells on this side has a little rust in the back, but I think I can patch that pretty good. Just put a little patch panel in there. Should take care of it. But I'll show you, this thing was hit right here. This was pushed in, I'd say 1.5 inches to 2 inches here, and I really didn't even recognize the tail, the trunk deck lid was pushed in a little bit, but that wasn't a big issue. I took care of that fairly easily. But I noticed down here, it's kind of crinkled a bit, so I'm gonna have to do something about that, I think. And maybe nothing, just maybe get it looking good and it should be all right. We'll just have to see when I get to that point. But my next step is to do the quarter panels on this baby. But it's going to be a really neat. It is a neat project, and I wanted the sedan.